We continue with the hope of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 52. For that reason my people will know my name, even for that reason in that day, because I am the one that is speaking. Look, it is I. How comely upon the mountain are the feet of the one bringing good news, the one publishing peace, the one bringing good news of something better, the one publishing salvation, the one saying to Zion, your God has become king. Listen, your own watchmen have raised their voice. In unison they kept crying out joyfully, for it will be eye into eye that they will see when Jehovah gathers back Zion. Become cheerful, cry out joyfully in unison, you devastated places of Jerusalem. For Jehovah has comforted his people, and he has repurchased Jerusalem. Jehovah has bared his holy arm before the eyes of all the nations, and all the ends of the earth must see the salvation of our God. Isaiah chapter 53. Who has put faith in the thing heard by us? And as for the arm of Jehovah, to whom has it been revealed? And he will come up like a twig before one, and like a root out of waterless land. No stately form does he have, nor any splendor, and when we shall see him, there is not the appearance so that we should desire him. He was despised and was avoided by men, a man meant for pains and for having acquaintance with sickness. And there was as if the concealing of one's face from us. He was despised, and we held him as of no account. Truly our sicknesses were what he himself carried, and as for our pains, he bore them. But we ourselves accounted him as plagued, stricken by God, and afflicted. But he was being pierced for our transgression. He was being crushed for our errors. The chastisement meant for our peace was upon him, and because of his wounds there has been a healing for us. Like sheep we have all of us wandered about. It was each one to his own way that we have turned. And Jehovah himself has caused the error of us all to meet up with that one. He was hard pressed, and he was letting himself be afflicted, yet he would not open his mouth. He was being brought just like a sheep to the slaughtering, and like a ewe that before her shearers has become mute. He also would not open his mouth. Because of restraint and of judgment, he was taken away. And who will concern himself even with the details of his generation? For he was severed from the land of the living ones. Because of the transgression of my people, he had the stroke. Isaiah 59 and 61. And to Zion the repurchaser will certainly come. And to those turning from transgression in Jacob is the utterance of Jehovah. And as for me, this is my covenant with them, Jehovah has said. My spirit that is upon you, and my words that I have put in your mouth, they will not be removed from your mouth, or from the mouth of your offspring, or from the mouth of the offspring of your offspring, Jehovah has said, from now on even to time indefinite. And they must rebuild the long-standing devastated places. They will raise up even the desolated places of former times, and they will certainly make anew the devastated cities, the places desolate for generation after generation. And strangers will actually stand and shepherd the flocks of you people, and the foreigners will be your farmers and your vine dressers. Instead of your shame, there will be a double portion, and instead of humiliation, they will cry out joyfully over their share. Therefore in their land they will take possession of even a double portion. Rejoicing to time indefinite is what will come to be theirs. Isaiah chapter 62. For the sake of Zion I shall not keep still, and for the sake of Jerusalem I shall not stay quiet until her righteousness goes forth just like the brightness, and her salvation like a torch that burns. And the nations will certainly see your righteousness, O woman, and all the kings your glory. And you will actually be called by a new name, which the very mouth of Jehovah will designate. And you must become a crown of beauty in the hand of Jehovah, and a kingly turban in the palm of your God. No more will you be said to be a woman left entirely, and your own land will no more be said to be desolate. But you yourself will be called, My delight is in her, and your land owned as a wife. For just as a young man takes ownership of a virgin as his wife, your sons will take ownership of you as a wife. And with the exaltation of a bridegroom over a bride, your God will exalt over you. Upon your walls, O Jerusalem, I have commissioned watchmen, all day long and all night long, constantly. Let them not keep still. You who are making mention of Jehovah, let there be no silence on your part. And do not give him any silence until he fixes solidly, yes, until he sets Jerusalem as a praise in the earth. Look, Jehovah himself has caused it to be heard to the farthest part of the earth. Say, you people, to the daughter of Zion, look, your salvation is coming. Look, the reward he gives is with him, and the wages he pays are before him. And men will certainly call them holy people, those repurchased by Jehovah. And you yourself will be called searched for, a city not left entirely. Next in the next video we will do the 7th century prophets and their hope.